Hey guys, I'm out here this evening practicing some spring pole snares, and I wanted to do a short video here on a real simple spring pole snare. I'm kind of new to it myself, so I just thought for some of the other guys out there kind of just getting into this might be a real easy one for them to try and make, have a little bit of success, build your confidence to maybe move on to some more complicated ones. So anyhow, I'll get to it here. Hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so what I've done is I've bent this sapling over here. It was getting ready to be cut down anyway. I was going to clear this little section out here to make some more room for my day camp. But I bent this over, stripped the leaves off of it and some of the branches to make it more aerodynamic when it springs back. This is number 21 bank line here. I tied a loop in that bank line, ran the line back through the loop and around this sapling down to the dog bone here, or toggle, whatever you want to call it, and you can see it's tied on right there, and that's held in place by this fork branch that's stuck into the ground. The tension on the string presses this dog bone or toggle up against the trigger stick, which is pushed up against this and kind of just suspends the whole deal. You can see I've taken my noose or my snare loop, put right over the top of the trap. Okay, before I go on, I'm just going to say in a real life situation you may want to block the ends of this trap off, stand some sticks up, pile some debris over here to keep the animal coming in from the ends, keep him coming in from the sides here down the trail. That way he'll be at a square angle when he gets caught by the snare and have a better chance of picking him up. So anyhow, we're going to pretend this stick here is the animal. He's walking up here to get that juicy bait. Caught in the snare. And you don't necessarily have to have them suspended in the air like this. Really, you just kind of want them up off the ground. Tension on this line makes it harder for them to chew out of the trap, chew this line in half and get out, or for this to actually back off and allow the animal to get out. So if you have tension on that string, you have a taut line, much better chance of securing the animal until you get back. I showed you the loop on the end of the branch here, and then that goes down to this toggle, and see how I kind of have it offset. This is the top side here, this is the bottom side, and then that goes down to where you create your snare. And really all I do there is I just tie a loop in the end. Kind of getting tore up from using it here, but I tie a loop in the end, make it a couple times bigger than the size of your line here, your snare line, and just run that right back through there. And then that makes your snare loop. Okay, so I'm going to set this back up here real quick. I take the dog bone or toggle, put it up through that fork. Hopefully you can see this. Then take my trigger stick, this flat end, I'm going to put up against the post. And then I'm going to meet this end up here. You play around with it a little bit, get it to where it'll be really sensitive. You take your snare loop, depending on what size animal you're wanting to catch. We're just going to go with about that size right there. Catch most small animals in this area. And you could use spreader sticks to keep this loop pulled out. We're not going to do that here, but it is something you could do.